Today we'll be reviewing the display for the 8 Series 24-volt truck. This new display has a different main screen. Today we're looking at a Broom. Here you can see all the icons here for our drive engines and chassis related icons. To the right are our icon tray for our fault codes or faults for our aux engine. So our check engine light, stop engine light, things for the aux engine will appear up here. Like I said, the drive engine and other icons related to the chassis will show up on this side. To the lower left is a status screen of your Broom. Right now we're showing our axle and T-case lock indicators. Right now it's indicating that our automatic T-case lock system is currently turned on and functioning. If you see a red X over the T-case icon, it basically is indicating that our T-case lock feature has encountered a fault and will need to be maintenanced. To the right, it shows our Broom, whether it's engaged or disengaged, and similarly our air blast if they are turned on or turned off. In the center here, we have our Broom to indicate whether we are up or down, and similarly our air blast system, whether they are in their up position or in their down position. To the right is our Broom speed and Broom information, so it shows you what Broom speed setting you're at, what your current Broom RPM is running at, your current Broom hydraulic pressure that you're seeing, similarly your air blower speed setting, which direction you're set for your air nozzle, whether you're in coordinated or opposite, and whether your air idle function is being active or not. Below you also have your fuel gauge, your def gauge for each engine. The middle def gauge is the def tank that's in the center of your truck. The lower def gauge is the def tank that's at the rear of your truck. So let me turn on our auxiliary engine. Here you can see that our def gauge came on. It's about half full. To the left is the miles per hour for your truck. To the right is the RPM of your auxiliary engine. There are a number of other items on here. We're going to go to some different pages. Gauges for our implement engine. Here we'll see our coolant temp, hydraulic temp, engine oil pressure, engine RPM, and a number of other categories. Hydraulic oil level, you can see the percentage of oil that is in the reservoir right now. If you turn off the aux engine key, you'll see that those icons or items disappear. If you turn the key back on to ignition, you'll see that they start reporting again. From this screen, you can also go see the vehicle info. On this screen, the vehicle information tells you what type of truck it currently is, a dedicated Broom. You might ask why this matters. If you do buy a multi-purpose vehicle, you can switch between a Broom or a blower, and that would indicate what setting the current screens are at. Below that is a number of miles for the odometer, drive engine hours, maintenance hours. This can be reset with the reset timers button. Similarly, the implement engine hours and the implement maintenance hours. Our throttle pedal that we're reading on J1939. So as you increase it or decrease it, it'll report to the engine. And then our current setting for our revs per mile and our T-case and axle ratios that help calculate the speed of the vehicle. If we go back, we can switch from the implement gauges to drive gauges, which shows you very similar information. One thing to point out here, again, system voltage of the truck, chassis hydraulic level of the chassis reservoir, and then our transfer case speed that we're seeing down below, and our transfer case clutch. When we indicate a lockup activity, this clutch pressure will go up to around 300 to 500 psi, and will show that the clutch is being engaged. Once the event is ended, you'll see the clutch drop back down to below 20. Here we can go back to home and go to a different screen. We have our maintenance screen. A lot of information on this screen. Again, tells you what kind of truck you are, what kind of joystick control you have, whether Broom and air duct or only Broom. Your air nozzle coordination, your Broom type, your current broom position, your current broom target, and how far within that window you can move the broom. And lastly, our max target is how low the broom can go before damaging the vehicle. Inside we have broom settings. In here you can change your broom pattern, the different core type, whether you want ground speed to be turned on or turned off. Your smart pattern can be turned on or turned off, and your snow shed. If you hit down button, you can go and select that item. Pressing the back button, you can go into the display settings, and here you can set your date and your time for your clock. It also shows you your display and controller software that your vehicle currently has in it. You also can set your date, brightness, and language. Pressing back, your fault codes. Here you can see your current fault code and fault history. You also can download faults onto a USB. So if you want to share your faults with your dealer or Oshkosh Personal, you can see the USB and save it and send the files to them. It saves it in an Excel format. Moving on, we'll hit more. We have an icon glossary that goes through all the icons on the display and tells you what they are. You just hit page down and you'll show all the different icons in case you don't know which one each one means. Similarly, our timer reset, you hit the password and it will allow you to reset the engine hours. And diagnostics, lastly, for command zone, you can go see any module that's on command zone and see what inputs are coming and going to help diagnose any troubles on the truck. Pressing the home button will get you back to the main screen. And that is all.